Hi everyone, it's Chris and Brandon from the Tech Department with your Digital Media Minute.
Along with so many other firsts this year, we have been tasked with raising staff's awareness around a new term, EdLaw 2D. This page you're looking at is the bill itself. As you can see, it's a long one, and what we'll address is just the teacher-student portion of it.
So in a nutshell, this New York state law requires all school districts in the state to have policies and procedures in place that safeguard the collection and transmission of personally identifiable information, or PII. That includes any information that can be used to trace an individual's identity, some obvious things like your name, your birthday, or your address, and even some less obvious ones like academic records and even your kids' lunch accounts. One aspect of this law requires us to collect and maintain agreements from third-party contractors. That's the instructional resources you rely on using every day with your students. We're going to take a look at Adobe's EdLaw page from that company. These agreements, like Adobe's, must state that your data will not be sold or used for marketing purposes.
Thanks, Brandon. So as we look at Adobe's privacy policy, what does this all mean for you and your students? First and foremost, we need to make sure that as a district, we have signed agreements with all of these vendors we do business with. If you'd like to purchase or use a free app, please reach out to the help desk so that we can work to get a signed agreement. We're going to cruise on over to our website to take a closer look at our approved list of resources. As you can see, many of our resources already have signed agreements. Please proceed as usual with these apps. But what about these ones in yellow and the ones that say anonymous login only?
So those ones highlighted in yellow still have pending agreements. This is and will be an ongoing process, especially in the first few years that the law is in place. So please continue to use them, but if possible, avoid linking your Google Classrooms or your Google Student accounts to your rosters, similar to an anonymous login. Now, anonymous logins, that's this section, like Delta Math, Padlet, and eSpark, those ones are vendors that either will not sign an agreement or are free, which makes it harder for us to get an agreement from them. A perfect example is Epic. It's a great tool. We love it. It got my kids through the early pandemic. But because it's only approved for an anonymous login, we ask that you create first name only class rosters and then have students join using the enroll code. So when they go to the Epic website, they will just go to class code and they'll enter their class code instead of linking your Google Classroom. And in Epic, it will look like this. You'll see add students and you can put their first name only instead of clicking that super easy import Google Classroom button.
Because anonymous logins may each be unique in how to best keep your students' data private, please reach out to us at help@hfcsd.org with any questions on this group of apps. In terms of teachers in EdLaw 2D, try this security check. Click on your picture icon in the upper right corner. Click on Manage Your Google Account. Choose the Get Started option under Keep Your Account Protected and remove any apps you no longer access or change passwords as suggested by the security checkup bot. In closing, think about the purpose of the tools that you're using. Focus on tools that support teaching and learning through both lenses, curriculum alignment, and data privacy and security.
Thanks for joining us for this Digital Media Minute. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or join our classroom for our latest videos.